Well, actually, look, even in the first half, I thought we really came out with good energy and good life. I mean, we just couldn't make a shot. I thought our first 6 or 7 possessions, we got great shots. I thought defensively we fought hard in the first half. We just fouled every time. I mean, too much reaching and fouling. I mean, they shot under 40% in the first half, but went to the line 40 times. I don't think I've ever seen that in a game, 40 free throw attempts in a half. So I don't think it was that we didn't show life. We didn't make any shots to start the game, and then we fouled like crazy. And then, after we got good shots and we're missing, then we started turning the ball over. I mean, you know, the fouls, the turnovers, and the free throw shooting are you know, probably the 3 things you could look at there and have a great concern with. But we had good life in the second half, which was good, and I thought fought hard and played well. So, you know, it was a good step.
Stan, are the turnovers a product of the short training camp, or is it sloppiness?
Well, I think a little bit of both. I think maybe the short training camp, but also, look, they're a tough team to pass the ball against. You know, they got some of the quickest, longest, most active people in the league. I mean, you know, it's not easy with Wade and James running around out there, and even Chalmers. Those are some quick guys, very, very long, and it's just not easy to move the ball against them. So I think that had something to do with it. I thought we forced some plays, you know, and we have a long way to go, like everybody does.
What did you do well in the second half that you didn't do in the first?
We made shots. I mean, you know, look, here's the thing. So that is such a big thing in this game, and people don't understand, because when the ball's going in, you're saying, wow, they're playing well and moving the ball. The first of that game, we played just as well offensively, if not better, than we did in the third quarter, but we didn't get the ball in the basket, so you think we look terrible. I mean, a lot of it comes down to shooting, and in the second half, we made shots, so that makes everything look good.
This is the kind of thing you expect from Glenn, or Big Baby, or whatever you want to call him?
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to go, you know, 7 for 8 every night, you know, but I thought he played well. He, you know, he brings a high level of emotion into the game, and I thought that was good. So, yeah, I was happy with the way he played. You know, other than the turnovers, I thought he was pretty good.
I hear you say that shots were the big difference in the third quarter, but it seems like the 3-man game you had going with Dwight, Jameer, and Glenn really started setting it apart.
I'll have to go back and watch the tape, but I think in the first 6 minutes of the game, we had every bit as good shots as what we had in the third quarter. I just think it looks a lot better when the ball goes in the basket.
What would you say changed with Jameer? You see in the second half, you seem to come out with a lot more aggression, looking to get in the paint more.
You know, I thought he did a good job. He had 10 assists tonight. I thought he was aggressive. You know, really, I mean, we didn't talk about anything at halftime other than, you know, playing better defense. I thought we were, you know, very slow reacting, which besides the reaching, that's the other reason we were late on things. We got a lot of fouls, that we needed to be quicker and more active. And I thought our guys came with a good disposition in the second half to continue to play.
Stan, the starting lineup, do you expect it to evolve, or will you stick with this one for a while?
It's so early, yeah. I mean, I think it could change from time to time. I mean, look, you got to understand we're 2 weeks in, so you know normally you're only halfway through training camp and haven't decided on anything. So you know it's the same way here. Look, I pretty much know it's just a matter really of Ryan or Glenn. That's it. I mean, we know who else we're starting. So you know, both of them have played much in the 2 games, and it's only a 2-game sample. So there's a lot of other things to consider, but they both played very, very well off the bench and not very well in the game they started. So we'll bring them both off the bench.
How did Dwight play?
I mean, I thought he played really well. You know, I thought he was very, very active, and you know, he creates so many shots because he draws so much attention from from their team. It's frustrating because he doesn't get the ball as much as he would like, but I thought he fought through it really well. You know, and rebounded the ball well, helped us defensively. So yeah, I thought it was good.
Stan, how important is it to win a preseason game like this? It looked like they had their starters in at the end when you guys took the lead, like they really wanted to win this thing.
Well, I don't know, you'd have to ask Eric. I don't think it was that so much probably as maybe everybody's got different things, I think, and maybe just seeing a chance to be in a close game and, you know, and play like that. I don't think it was that Eric thought it was huge to win a preseason game, but, you know, he might have wanted to just have his guys in a close game down the stretch. We decided that, you know, I asked our coaches, but we decided we weren't going to bring our guys back no matter what. I mean, one of the things is we want one more really good hard day tomorrow in practice. So, you know, I was pretty determined to keep everybody's minutes below 30. I would have liked to have kept Dwight down even a couple more minutes because I want to really be able to go hard tomorrow. So, and we wanted to give them enough minutes that they had to push, but not so many that they got blown out and couldn't come in and go hard tomorrow.
What did you see from the three rookies?
Well, I thought that, you know, I thought they all played pretty well. I mean, I thought Justin came in, I looked a little nervous in the first half, but I think when he got back in the game, he wasn't nearly as nervous. I thought that was good. I thought DeAndre, you know, on the defensive end of the floor, he got a few minutes there to guard Wade in a couple of possessions against James, and you know, went out just what I thought he'd do. You know, he went out and attacked them. I mean, you know, wasn't the least bit afraid. And then, you know, 4 assists and 1 turnover in 10 minutes, pretty darn good. And then Daniel probably had to be close to an NBA record for scoring his first basket. I don't know what that was, about 4 seconds when he got in. It was like inbounds pass back to him, score a hoop. So, you know, I thought those guys, it was good for them. They had a good night.
And because of the unusual circumstances, lockout, short training camp, do you treat the first regular season game the way you would if it was under normal circumstances, or do you and teams around the league can you ease into games
Well,
that's
no, you're not going to be able to ease into it. It may look like they're playing really well, but you know, you're just going to have to read your guys. I mean, normally, quite honestly, we play Dwight 39, 40 minutes, and you know, maybe he'll be able to do that, maybe he won't. You know, I mean, so you're going to have to read guys' minutes and maybe play your bench more than you normally would, and maybe play more people than you normally would. But I think that's just going to be a read and a feel on how your guys are going and how many minutes they can go out and play at the necessary intensity level.
All right. Thank you.